Hi, this is Pete from WP Enhanced. Thank you for purchasing our plugin. We're sorry to hear about the news from Flothemes, but don't worry, the end of their journey does not mean it's the end of yours. We decided to create this Migrator plugin to help migrate your content away from Flothemes into the Gutenberg Blocks. So here we go. Let's jump right in and show you what it's about. So there's obviously different content in Flothemes that need to be migrated. On our product page, we have a full list of blocks that are compatible, blocks that we can do but haven't got around to doing, and blocks we just can't do. We have set certain milestones which we are happy to commit to. So if we, for example, reach 200 sales, we'll commit to doing X blocks, and 300 sales, X blocks. This just allows for the dev time, for us to be compensated for the dev time. That's pretty much what it's about. The more money we can generate, the more money we can spend on dev, and the better migrator you're going to have. The most important thing before you start is to back up your website. Most hosts these days have a feature to create a staging website or a dev site, and what it is just a copy of your website. The best thing to do is to make that copy, staging or dev site, do the migration process on there. Make sure you're happy, and then once you're happy, you can either push it. That's the way a staging website works. Goes to staging, pushes back to the live, or you can then replicate the same thing on the live website. The reason why we do this is with migration and replacing of content, naturally there might be something that goes wrong. We do our best to make sure it doesn't, but it might. So we recommend 100% trying on a staging or a dev site first. Check it out, see how it goes. If it goes well, away you go on the live website. But let's jump in. Okay, once you've installed the plugin, head over to Tools, Flothemes Migrator. In here you'll get all our settings about the plugin. On the first tab, we'll just have the documentation about how to use the plugin. This video I'm creating right here will be in this space over here, but the rest is all text documentation which should help you. This video will cover this all. Head over to the Migrate tab, and you'll notice that you need to activate your license key. So each migration needs a valid license. Add the license key, click Save Changes. After you save it, click Activate License. You'll see a green tick saying license activated. Now you know it's good to go. So go back to the Migrate tab. Here is all the settings that you need. So in the first box, you'll see the post to migrate. You see I've only got one post that I'm going to be migrating. How many posts have been migrated? Over here it's 0. And how many posts left to migrate? 1. The next section defines how many posts or what has been migrated. We recommend to migrate your posts in small bite-sized chunks. The reason being is with content migration there may be issues, or there may be stuff that you just want to double check. So if you have them in small bite-sized chunks like of 10 or 20, you can go through and just double check rather than running through all 200 and maybe there's something wrong and you've wasted your time. So you can do this by either setting the post IDs or categories. So the post IDs, let's say I only want to migrate one post. If I head over to the post where you edit the content, in the URL you'll see an ID over there. That is the post ID. So if you copy that and paste it in there, that will then allow you to only migrate that post. If you want to, you can add a comma separated. So you can see I saved this post now, and I got these 2 posts that I'm going to be migrating. The other option is to add the category slug. So if I head over to posts categories, I've got this category called Migrate. So you could set up a Migrate category, assign 10 posts to it, and just give that a try. Here's the slug. So you copy that, head over to posts, and you add Migrate. And then now it will only migrate the posts that are in Migrate and have one of those IDs. So you can see it's refined it down just to 1. But actually, I only just want, for the purpose of this example, go 1 by 1 for you. The next settings, if you have Cadence installed, Cadence is a great free, and also a paid version, but a free Gutenberg blocks. And the one in particular is the gallery. So you have your gallery module in Flothemes, and in there you can have grid, masonry, or you can have carousel, for example. And with the native Gutenberg block, they don't have the carousel or the slider option, only the grid option. So you can migrate to the normal Gutenberg gallery block, but if you want, you can also migrate to Cadence. And in Cadence, you can then have carousels and grid as well. So this setting over here, if you check that, we'll then migrate to Cadence. The next setting over here is what we do with the flex blocks. So with the flex builder, you can either migrate to Gutenberg blocks, or you can replace with HTML content, and I'll show you that now. Just going to reload this page. So the first example I'm going to show you is this flex to Gutenberg, and in here we have a flow title. In the flow title we have the date, the title, category and author, and then we have a flex block, and in the flex block we have an image, heading, paragraph and 2 videos, one that's self-hosted and one that's embedded with YouTube. And that category, or the post ID, is 1033. 1033. Okay, so once you're happy and you're ready and want to go ahead, click Start Migration. So here you'll see a log of what's going on and the completion. Let's reload this page. Here's the product page before, and here, the product page, the post page before, and here's a post page afterwards. So you can see the date, title, author, heading, paragraph. There's the YouTube, and there's the self-hosted, and there's the image. It's all been migrated to Gutenberg blocks. That's great. So now you can actually use that content and display what you want and change the appearance of how you want. So it's all about pulling out the content into usable blocks in Gutenberg. Let's say you're not happy with that and you want to revert that migration. We've added a nice feature just to click revert. You can revert the migration process of what you've done. So here you can see if I reload this page, if I reload this page, everything should be back to the way it was, which is great. So the next one is this flex to HTML example. So here we have this page with this nice background, and let's say, you know, it's hard because we don't, with the flex to Gutenberg, we can't pull out background images. So another way to get your content across is to actually use the HTML option we have. So I'm only targeting that post ID, and I'm changing this to Gutenberg HTML block. So what this does is it migrates the post to a Gutenberg HTML block. So we're keeping all the HTML code. There might be some differences, as you can see in here. The background image is moved position, which is hard to get across, but the rest of it is all still there. The nice heading in the front, the date, this, you know, it's all there. If you reload this page, you'll notice that it's in an HTML block. So it's hard to edit, but if you know code, you can edit it, but it's hard to use that. So that's the downside to having the flex to HTML. But the plus side is it actually keeps the blog posts or your posts looking relatively the same. There might be some few differences which you can get around, but I think that's a great addition. So the other thing to point out is logs. If you head over to logs tab, you can see a full list of the logs of all the exported data. You can download that to a CSV file and check through and make sure everything is how you want. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, sorry to hear about the news, but we are here to help you. As I said in the beginning of this video, the end of Flothemes' journey does not mean it's the end of your journey. the best way is to get out into Gutenberg Blocks, and then from there the content you can use, and it's got a longer span or a lifelong span, rather than be limited to one theme like Flothemes. Have a great day, and I wish you the best of luck.